Uh, I think I don't have to elaborate. Of course, there are many versions. One version is this: sacrifice your problem. If you compare your problem to others, it could be very small. So your small sacrifice would be very, very meaningful and very, very uh, worthy for the others. That's what he wanted to say. So when we talk about our school's quality, we have to manage. So academics, as I have said to you, here I have mentioned our teaching method, audiovisual aid, and evaluation system. So teaching methods, as I have already said, it could be student-centered, teacher-centered. So likewise, audiovisual aid, not only the projector and say screen, we need to have, days are changing. In the changing scenario, we need to have the electronic boards. When I was in TPS at Piriganj, at the time in 2064-65, I installed 14 digital boards. And I don't know whether that is working till now or not, but staying in Kathmandu, I could control the server, and then we could communicate to each other, and even I could give the assignments to the teachers in their individual say folders. So normally Fridays I used to come to Kathmandu, and Sundays in first flight I used to go to Simra, and then from there to TPS Piriganj. So it was the time. So anyway, so what I see is there are the sports, that the sports activities we'll have to see onto it. Likewise, co-curricular activities, debate, spelling. Later on we have a TV. Okay, so I will go quickly for this. We have a TV. So extracurricular activities are there. So these are the things. It should be duty assignment. Everything has to be specific. So that is necessary. So it will come later on in divided form, table format. So classroom activities. So when we are having that is quality management system, we need the report of everything. It should be compiled, because anybody has gone for the ISO certification. It will be helpful to you if you are going for your ISO certification, International Standards Organization certifications. These things, academics, for all these things should be recorded in different files separately, and those files, when the auditor, not the Rupaya auditor, but the system auditor, if they come, that will be very, very, very useful to you. So inter-school competitions, such activity in charge will be responsible for giving you the information. School in media, magazine in charges are there. So tri-annual magazine, annual magazine, you have some other types of newspaper board or anything like that. And pictures display, that is, say in my case, that is DPS site I made in DPS. When I worked in HIMSS, I made a HIMSS site. So anybody comes there who goes on waiting, they have the pictures of their children, and the class says inside, and they look so good. And then my son is here, my daughter is here. So this activity, that activity, the parents feel proud. They feel happy with that. So this is a kind of motivation to the parents, and little exposure also there. So from the other places also, our schools should be evaluated externally. What the people say about me, that I have to judge. So that is the thing what I wanted to say here. And students' performance record, graphical development, individual students in the first term, second term, third term. So as a whole, what is the outcome? That is basically for, it will be very, very helpful to you for preparing for ISO certification for your schools. So internal auditing, in that a list of the functional part of all the infrastructure. So I will give you the example of one preschool later on after this functional part. What are the availabilities, what is working, what is not working, all the details. So then likewise departmental reports from department heads, and activity function report from and health report. Likewise you have the graphical report of individual students and academic performance, repair and maintenance. It is very important. In the bathroom, water is not there in the bathroom, a commode is broken or anything like that, or wash machines. So these things have to be checked, and the meeting reports, all the meetings should be recorded, and everybody, when they are saying, it should be typed immediately. Who has said what? It should be immediately recorded, so that later on it will be filed for you. That is, the circulars and notices, one copy goes, at least a copy of that should be recorded. So likewise, vehicle management, SUPW is very important. That is socially useful project work. That is, the students should be involved in the cleaning campaign, medicines, and other things. So likewise, teaching methodology, appraisal, and budget planning, these things are to be shown to the ISO certification time. So this is very, very essential, because GPS also I worked for them for the ISO standardization and HIMSS also. So that is there. So I don't have to go about these things. So it's like a businessman, and so these things are not so important. I suppose we are running out of time. Probably in 30 minutes we will have to wind up. So maybe now internal auditing. This is an example for you. There are certain things, add more, I have written at the bottom. So, for example, classroom is well furnished, carpeted with insulator. That is necessary. The children, when they are playing, they fall down. And it is available, not available in the plan. So, audio-visual aid, it is available, not available in the plan. So, likewise, smart board available, computer, library books, nap room, tuition chairs, toys, and the learning aids. So learning materials, children park nearby in front of it, a small children park, swings and slides, and many more. So this is, you can add some more thing according to your convenience, and you can eliminate those which are not required. So this is the list. Likewise, for each classroom, for each floor, for each labor, for each laboratory, if you prepare for all the checklist, and then if you work, for the next year, you have a pile of documents. Whichever document is required, you are ready to give, ready to speak, and then you can make a better plan. That is what I suggested to the principals first. So likewise, we are here. So activity management, as I said to you, we have sports, literary functions, and others. In sports, we have numerous, that is track and field, football, futsal, and so on, so many others. Likewise, literary idea, extend oral allocation, and on the spot poem writing, sport painting, and debate, and so many other things. Annual cultural program, Children's Day, Parents' Day, Teachers' Day, Environment Day, Women's Day, New Year, Reunion Day. So these days and functions are there: dance, musical, caricature, talent hunt, excursions, tours, inter-school competitions. So these are to be, say, where we are, what are the things we have categorically. These things you can make your table, and then you can work on it. So now we are very much concerned with education transformation now. So education transformation, it is not, it doesn't take in one day. First, you have to conceive the idea. I will make my children, as I said to you before, the students' talent. Capable students we are going to produce. So capable students we are going to produce means at that time what we have to do? We have to nurture. Their attitude we have to change. Their writing skills, reading skills, and socially useful works they should do. Capable of delivering. So these things practically in the school it has to be done. In the school it has to be done. So a principal is there. Everybody, what is there, what I have found is, they have less time to devote time to go to one-on-one student, one-to-one classrooms, because they have social commitments. Political issues are there, relationships with the political persons, and the business houses, so many other things. See, there is one school in Missouri, its name is Woodstock. If you go through the Woodstock, the principal of that school, he doesn't have to do anything, except he goes to the teachers and the students' classrooms. There are everything they prepare, and that comes to the vice principal. Vice principal checks, and then if something additional is needed, that is going to the principal. But the principal is found on the basketball court sometimes. Principal is found sometimes in the swimming pool. Principal is found sometimes on the auditorium. So different places he is there. Why? Because